All right, guys. Y'all. We are live. Oh, man. Huh. I know what's new in my world. It was rough. All right, let's see. All right, y'all. We are live. Why is it doing that? Huh. I know what's new in my world. All right, does somebody, one of y'all have something? If we're listening to it twice, you got to make sure you mute it. What's up? We almost didn't make it, y'all. Almost didn't make it. I think YouTube is having some issues. It's been a rough afternoon. They said nice beats. Thank you. Let me push that live. Woo! What's new in y'all world? We had some technical difficulties. Y'all would not understand.
That is some bullshit, dog.
I'm just saying, like, for real. Look, I got the entourage here messing with me. I'm trying to figure it out. What's up, y'all? What you doing, Bando?
I'm trying to get my look, hold on now.
You ain't never together. You ain't never together.
I'm trying to get my hooked up. Yeah. Hello?
We're on live, sweetheart.
Okay. Let's do this thing then. You hear me? I can hear y'all now. I try to get my volume together. So
What's up, Faye?
bear with me because definitely it's a damn Mercury retrograde coming to us again from last week. Hangover. God damn. Leave us alone.
I know, right? How do we explain this? Because Faye, is this the Mercury, the retrograde? Look, Alexa, start the podcast. I'm all off.
Sure.
It's so funny because
Don't tell me. This podcast is a weekly current events quiz.
No.
Would you like to play it?
No, Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. You're not following me.
I'm
telling you, like, what's going on here? You know, like, we 35 minutes late.
Oh my God.
Oh man, technical difficulties. I don't even know what to do no more. We just gonna wing it.
Let's all take a deep breath.
Hey, you probably can't see my face, but you probably see goals and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm here.
Is this the part of the retrograde?
Yeah.
Have a great show. What's new in your world, crew?
Thank you, Alexa.
Thank you, Alexa.
Alexa, you sexy girl.
You stupid.
You go, girl. Put your sexy thing.
I don't think she has
you
a
look
face.
pretty with all that green on, girl.
I don't think she has a face. See, Alexa's glowing. I have her glowing here. She's helping us out.
Alexa trying to step up over Siri, huh?
You think? You know, honestly, I think she is. She does a lot. I really do. I like Alexa. I kind of like Alexa a little bit more than Siri, if I can say so.
Step up over Siri, huh?
You think? You know, honestly, I think she is. She does a lot. Who got that volume on? Who listening? A little bit more than Siri. Muted. Is that you, Bando? You can't listen to yourself too.
That's not me. That's not me. No, that's not me. I got my phone on. But look, like I said, Lexa looking sexy. I think she's trying to make Siri jealous. You know what I'm saying? So it all is what it is. But look, how y'all doing today, and how y'all doing how y'all Poetry July was this weekend?
Good.
It was good. Go ahead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was all good. Nothing new, nothing special. You know, it's just always.
Okay, no fireworks blowing up, no kind of pop.
Oh, was it? Oh well, yeah, there were fireworks. Oh my gosh, I'm like, was it 4th of July already? I almost forgot. I was like, that was 2 weeks ago. No, that was last weekend. The time is just going by so fast. I don't even know.
Well, hey, the year almost over with, so you might as well.
Mercury retrograde has got me all turned up.
Man, if this is what it's supposed to be like, this is rough. Because what I just went through was tough.
Well, you know how you were saying, you were like, I don't know how it's ever affected me. You just experienced it.
I just experienced it. I don't experience this no more. I don't know, experience this. No, like now that I know what it is, I don't want to. I'm all behind.
I don't wanna be wrong, 'cause being wrong ain't this you living in.
Really?
Where's the glass?
In the refrigerator? Don't see it in the bag. Look, I didn't have my champagne together. I'm all off. I'm not right. Normally I have all this together. Wait. I'm getting my champagne in today. That's your fault.
Hold on. Wait. Damn.
The mocha we wet the weed.
Wow.
Ain't nothing in there. I ain't want that.
So
Just
look.
give it to me. You done poured it now.
I can pour it.
No, you can't waste no alcohol. That boy trying to waste alcohol. Give it to me. You're supposed to give me some red.
Well, this is
No, this is Moscato.
That's
It's still red.
No. No.
it's fancy.
See?
Put your pinky up.
Yeah.
You gotta put your pinky up.
Oh, that thing look
They
good.
told me I gotta put
That
my
thing
pinky up.
looking. That thing looking good.
What?
Yes, Lord.
Oh,
You
guys.
know red.
That
So,
drink.
well, my fourth was
That
pretty
thing
good. I don't like fireworks, so
Of course you don't.
I didn't do all the fireworks and stuff like that. So I
You
was
didn't
good.
do it?
Can you give me
Yeah.
some drink?
No.
Go ahead.
Oh.
You're
All right, guys.
Lordy.
Y'all, I have to get one more thing set up. Don't mind me.
Come on.
What's that?
The part that didn't work.
Take over.
The part that didn't work.
The part that didn't work.
I love you. No.
Oh man. All right, guys. So we have a good show to talk about.
I'm so sorry. Well, get your sticky.
We're gonna bring up topics. I know we have Black Lives, that good idea, bad idea that we're gonna talk about. Everything in the media going on with Black Lives Matter, which crazy things. I'm trying to upload this video because I want us to want it to be a part of our good idea, bad idea.
Yes, Lord.
And
Yeah.
I'm working on that while we talking.
No boy, no cups right there.
To get that up. But what else, guys? Hey, you kind of quiet. What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. Just listening to everything that's
Bando, where
happening,
you at?
and
Look, he don't mute
you know,
himself.
we've been trying to get to a proper alignment with all of this.
All right, thank you.
So it's like,
Yeah.
kind of feel like it's still ticking. So we're there.
We're not. How long do we have?
I don't know. Like, I mean, you're uploading the good idea, bad idea video, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Okay. So this is officially Mercury retrograde. Well, it's been Mercury retrograde for a while. I think I first felt it even before it was officially in retrograde. The first week of June, and well, I'm sorry, no, it was officially retrograde. I can't remember now, but no, I've been feeling it for a while. First week of June was when it was in pre-shadow, so that's another phase of it. That's where it starts really hitting all the characteristics. But I'm telling you, I'm so sensitive to Mercury retrograde. Like, I was already feeling it like 2 weeks before that.
Nah.
When I found a nail in my tire.
Wow.
Straight up, it was like, it wasn't even bent. Like the nail was in the tire, like perfectly poked in there. It was so crazy.
Oh wow, that sucks.
Yeah, so I was dealing with that, and then of course I had to.
Ma'am.
It was like an extensive research on like which tire was gonna be the best replacement, you know, because I wasn't just gonna sell it for anyone.
Oh, sorry, Faye. Bando, you're doing too much.
The fries ain't on too.
I want
bread
something too. What you getting us? Look, what you want, Faye?
I was getting me some Razor Canes, you know what I'm saying? While y'all canes and talking, you know what I'm saying? Retrograde, you know? Yeah,
No.
giggity, you know?
No, that's crazy.
You know what? Hey, I'm eating. I gotta eat too, you know? While I see Mercury retrograde eating for us, messing up our show, you know? Why not?
Whatever.
So look, one thing I gotta ask y'all: how do y'all feel about the situation about Kanye West?
Kanye West. So
Yeah,
it's I think a lot of people are making fun of it. I know I believe he's a Trump supporter.
Well, he's running for president.
So
He probably could run for president.
I don't know. I don't know what's behind all that. So if I look at it from a psychological perspective, you know, it's probably, you know, Trump's trying to get the electoral votes, of course. So, and he's throwing an artist in there, you know. Yeah, because everybody is all about the artists, their favorite artists. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
you think?
I don't know. It's I don't know if that's like me talking about 20. He was talking about 2024 at first, and then all of a sudden it was like 2020. So,
but I don't even think he can do that.
But we can do that.
How? Isn't it closed?
Money.
Real?
All you gotta have is money, honey.
He's a billionaire. You can do that.
You know, and it's hard to say. I don't really know how he would go about all of it.
Well, listen, long as you don't pull what he did at the award show, you did. I could have been a president, you know what I'm saying, getting up on a podium and do all that crazy stuff, you know what I'm saying? That right there, you know. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. We're gonna have a producer. It'll be funny to have a producer as our president.
Oh, that scared the shit out of me. Okay, that's Alexa giving us a 5-minute warning. I was like, I'm sorry, that was the lion roar. Yeah. You were saying before I was scared. I need some more of this, y'all. I need some more.
But I was saying they're gonna feel weird about Kanye West being our president if he is a producer. So they're gonna feel weird.
But Trump is a businessman. So
he was a celebrity too.
And he was a celebrity too, you're right. He was a celebrity too.
So it's like I don't really see that not being the thing. Like I can't be like, oh, it'll never happen.
Oh, that's my son. I think anything's possible, to be honest. I think it's a way to confuse our vote or to split it. You know what I'm saying? So you got people that's gonna vote for Kanye because, you know, man, he's a good artist. Then you got people that's gonna vote for Biden because they want to, and then you got everybody else. But it's like if you split our vote between them two, then it's likely possibility.
Well, it's probably all about, you know, trying to get the black votes, trying to wake up the black community, to get everybody out of the, you know.
Wait. I got a question.
He gonna blow us.
What it is to wake up the black community about? That's the question. Like, I mean.
Well, there's all these narrative. There's all these other narratives about, you know, apparently, you know, how Democrats are victimizing, you know, the black community, and yeah, basically like getting the systemic racism, continuing it, like perpetuating it. Basically, that's the narrative anyway. You know, I don't know. Right. So that's one part of it, and then there's the other side. So there's like, you know, there's like two sides when it comes to political, but then there's all kinds of other things that are being talked about. But it's all in the umbrella of, you know, this or that. You know what I mean? Right. And we know that Kanye is a Trump supporter, so yeah.
Well, I mean, I agree. That's my take on it.
So that means if Kanye West get in the office, that means the first lady would be what? The Kardashian?
Wow, come on, people, let's move. I'm Kim K. Kardashian.
How we gonna feel about seeing? Cause we already saw Kim Kardashian bite all over the media. So, come on now.
That's your new first lady.
He's a porn star.
He said a porn star. Was she really?
A porn star is a first lady. Boy, we definitely gonna be a clown.
She had a whole sex tape.
So
Yeah, with Ray J. With Ray J.
Yeah, look.
Ray J. Yeah, Ray J.
really? Oh, I forgot about
That's what I
that.
was saying. She had a sex tape.
I forgot about that. What, Ray J? I gotta
Yeah,
sip
with
on
Ray
this.
J. And you know, she used to mess with Reggie Bush too.
Yep,
Yep,
I do.
all of the football players.
I think that's when I learned of who she was when she was messing with Reggie Bush.
Yep, she was messing with Reggie Bush too.
That's when I remember that.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
I don't know. I don't remember anything else. After Reggie Bush, she was that white guy who she wasn't married to that long.
Nah, yeah.
Was he like a football player or something? Another football player?
He was a football player. Yep, another one. I think he played for the Kansas City Chiefs, I believe. One of them. It was the Kansas City Chiefs or either the Philadelphia. One of the two. It was one of them.
What you said? The Dilly Dolphins. Oh gosh. So, all right. Our next one was we were talking about like the Black Lives Matter. So we talked about Kanye. Again, I don't know. If Kanye actually would win or not. I don't think so. I don't think he would win.
What? Okay.
Melvin said we see the oh, here it is. Yeah, we've seen the lady
what's
next.
new in your world? What's next?
All right, thank you. Thanks, Alexa. Next, we have the Black Lives Matter.
So look,
What? What, Bando?
oh, the Black Lives Matter. But they got a lot of stuff going on right now. I don't know. I should bring it up right now. But there's some girl buffoon. I'm gonna say that. Can I say that?
You already said it.
Yeah, well, damn, I did, huh? I did. Damn, shit. Well,
Wait.
yeah.
Abort. You said too much.
yeah, I did. But I mean, what's to talk about the Black Lives Movement? What y'all know? What's new? What's new with that?
Well, what you were talking about the lady that painted over the
Oh,
that she tried to.
Yeah. What sense that make? You talking about? All right, you gonna say all lives matter, but at the same time, you painting over the yellow words, and you come with some black paint. Ain't gonna say all lives matter, but really in your heart, baby, Black Lives Matter because you painting it black. You know what I'm saying? So in your heart, you got your man out there. Yeah, this is all wrong. But bro, look what your wife doing. She's in your face painting the words black in your face, letting you know, and coming out with.
Did he cut out?
Did he? Oh, there he is. Okay.
He was going off too.
Yeah. Just to follow up on what you're saying, Bando, it's if you look at it, just from the simplicity of, she's coming with this can of black paint, trying to paint over the words Black Lives Matter.
Yes. Wait. Let's reiterate. It was one can. One can of paint of a huge mural, and she chose the color black. So I don't know if you heard Bando Faye, but basically I have the photo up. So it showed the yellow Black Lives Matter. They just went back and painted it all black, and it still says the same thing. Okay.
Which is so funny.
Which is so
funny.
I was trying to get the video.
She could have picked a different color. Wow. There you go.
But what would have worked though? Okay. It did. At this point, it's not about the color. Because whether you would have picked red, whether you would have picked blue, anything, the word Black Lives Matter would still show. Like you put black, you can still see it. It's like it doesn't matter what color it is; it's still going to be there.
and you can really see it, and it's even more prominent because it's black.
Exactly. That's my
It's
point.
not yellow. It's
That's the point that I'm making. So I don't know. Y'all chill out.
She chose a really good color. She chose a really good color to go against what she was trying to do.
I agree with that. I completely agree with that. It's like, to me, she made it better.
Right?
She made it better. You know, they got so much stuff that's going on. Come on, guys. Like, for real. They have, you know, I mean, they got so much stuff that's going on. My CNN, like my phone, is just consistently going off. Look, they're talking about something else. George Floyd, transcripts of video from police body cams released today detailed the final moments of George Floyd's life. I mean, you know, it's all over. I'm glad that social media, it's now being used as a platform to really open the eyes of a lot of people. Because you got all these videos coming out. It's to the point, so many videos are coming out. You have to really determine what you want to, like, what's real versus what's fake, because there's so much information. You know what I'm saying? That's there. And it's a lot, and sometimes it's a little bit overwhelming, and then it's depressing, and then it's like liberating. It's like you don't know what to feel, but you know, you're glad that it's getting out there. And then the more that you realize how bad it really was and how blind some of us were, you know, it kind of it's more humbling, I guess, than anything. And me being a mother of 4 boys, me having to have the conversation with my 19-year-old about what to do at a traffic stop, and even having to bring it down to my 15-year-old, and knowing I have to tell my 10-year-old and my 5-year-old at some point in their lives, just to make sure that they're protected. It puts you in a different perspective, because when I get in the car, I'm not so much concerned about, I put all my stuff in my glove compartment, and I'm not really thinking about, all of those things. But me as a woman, as African American, I too have to think about those things if ever, pulled over. So they got so much that's going on. It's like, it's almost like you don't even want to scroll through, social media. I saw another video about, like, so many Karen videos are popping up all over the place, where it shows how, most feel that they're entitled. One video, the lady skipped a line, and she was showing that she had a platinum American Express card. She was buying alcohol. And true, we can see you are of age, but there's a card policy. You have to be carded. You have to show your ID so you can scan it. And she didn't want to give her ID. And the way the register worked is, if you don't scan their ID, no matter how old they are, you can't ring up the items. So she's fighting with the lady, the clerk, just to scan the ID. And finally, she's telling the person behind her that, I have a American Express or a platinum, whatever the dang on card was, is a platinum card, telling that person that they'll never be able to get a card like that or something like that. But it's like, you're seeing more videos, like that. But
so when you die, do you keep it?
No, you don't.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought.
But what are your y'all experiences dealing with the Black Lives Matter movement and the stuff that y'all see on social media?
I mean, just in terms of like what you were saying, how you have to educate your children on how to handle those situations. It's real. It is real. Because I have some very long-time friends, who have experienced those things, many times. I'm talking about like Black friends, whether they're mixed or, if they, because if you look like you're Black, even whatever level of skin tone, or, what I'm saying, the shade that it. Yeah. Somehow there's always going to be, that kind of stereotype, and they come after you. So, but I don't know, man.
I know one thing they call me baby a lot. Okay, baby. Okay, sweetie. I'm like, huh?
Who are you talking about?
I don't know.
Are you talking about the cops saying that to you?
They say that to you.
Look, I've got a friend. One of my best friends was living out here for a little while, and I met him here in Arizona 20 years ago. And he moved to California again. He's lived there many times, but he moved back after being here for, I don't know, like 4 years again. And he was just telling me when I saw him this month how he feels scared. He feels like he feels concerned being in this area because there's just not that many people of color.
Oh wow!
And it gets a little bit rural in certain areas. You know, like Flagstaff it's a university town. You know, it's a college town, but there's a lot of Native Americans up there. But still, I mean, they're usually like on the reservation anyway. But he just kind of feels he has to look out for himself. Whereas he's in Cali, he's in Northern California, he's in the Bay Area right now. And he just feels like he can sing to, people on his level, and he doesn't really have to be concerned. So, and that's just the way it is, it's still dependent on where you live. But yeah, this racism is real. That's all I can say about it.
When I was out
there's
there,
so many. I mean, everybody's got to. There's so many different. Levels to it. I'm sorry, Ben. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Faye. That was so rude. That dude talking about what happened. What happened when you was out there, Frank? What happened?
When I was out there, I wasn't worrying about that, Faye. I was out there. I wasn't worrying about that. I was walking around where I go at. Now, what I do know. When I was out there, it was some stuff went down in the hotel. Like, somebody got hit up and all this crazy shit, you know what I'm saying?
What happened? Tell us about that.
I'll give you the story on that. Look, I'm scared that the line gonna rob.
You got 5 minutes. She already growled.
So look, speed it up. So I went up in the hotel, and what happened was that I woke up that morning. I woke up that morning. Somebody said, "Hey, where you at?" Next thing you know, about 5 shots let off in the hotel. So I laid up there. So what I do, I walk to the side of the like it's like a little hallway where you put your clothes at. And I ain't ducked, but I stood right there because I was thinking, well, maybe this guy gonna wind up kicking this door in to try to use my room for a getaway. And I was like, as soon as he come run up in there, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna punch him in the throat. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna punch him in the throat. You know what I'm saying? He was gonna drop because I'm gonna hit one of them chops like this. Like as soon as he come run over, I'm gonna bow. You know what I'm saying? And then, it didn't work out that way. But then I started thinking, I said, wait, the police gonna come knock at my door.
Abort. Is this a true story?
It's true.
You gotta be quiet. He said, I'm hitting the store like, wow. Okay, I'm sorry. I was just trying to make sure that this was for real. Okay.
So as me sitting while I'm standing there, I thought about it. I said, look, I know the police about to come. I know the police about to knock on my door and ask me for some real details and some questions about did I hear some gunshot. What I do, I say, you know what? I'm about to go run my tongue water, my showers. And my shower came on. I said, you know what? If they knock on my door, you know what I'm saying? I can play it off that, I ain't hear them. But look, sure enough, why the police come up there knocking on everybody's door. I'm wondering if anybody heard something, some gunshots, da. I said, they come knocking at my door. I'm going to be in the shower. But I'm in the shower now. I was like, wait, I'm in the shower. What about the police kicking my door?
Here's the other one.
You know what I'm saying? He in the shower thinking somebody up here got me a gun perk, and I'm bucky necking in the shower and stuff, and they come join out on me. It's a Black Lives Matter campaign going on. They might shoot me up in the shower and think that's me. You know what I'm saying? Chitty bang bang, you know?
Thinking too much.
I know. You thinking too much.
I'm serious. I'm not playing. I am so
Oh, they
serious,
have
man.
another
I'm
one
not,
in there. It's a bigger bottle.
I'm so serious. But yeah, I have to make way out of that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
So did the police ever get the person that came, or the people got away, or?
Man, I wasn't even looking forward to it. Find out nothing. I got my bag, got on where I needed to go. You know what I'm saying? I had to make way. I had to make way out of there. I know one thing. I had to get out of Arizona.
Oh wow, that was in Phoenix, huh?
Yep. Matter of fact.
Damn.
Yep.
I was saying that. I was like, probably tall.
I think my son trying to get me tipsy.
Yeah, don't drink that. You gotta drive.
But I ain't want this much. I'll be all right.
You got another color. You about to.
What you got, Bando? You got your Welch's juice? Cheers. Where your drink at, Faye? Where your drink?
I got my lemon water, you dig?
Oh wow.
It says "fuck the plastic bottle" in French.
Oh wow.
It's in a glass container. So.
All right.
So I wanted to. So I did want to ask you to your opinion on. You know, there's all these protests happening. Well, it's still happening. And so, like, where do you think it's going to go? Do you think that the, you know, solution, are there any solutions showing up in the Black community where they're getting the help that they need? What do y'all think about that?
I'm going to tell you this. I mean, there's no help. Nobody else is not going to help us besides ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if we do get the help, it's not going to be forever. It's just going to be for temporary because it's a show that they help.
So what's So what do you think Black Lives Matter is about then?
Somebody is paying for that. That's somebody else's organization. You
right. So you think that you know, it's basically, it's like they're selling racism so that they're monetizing on it. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes, sir.
It's a business, yeah. I mean, look, think about it.
You people using that to.
What do you think about that? Or is that what you're trying to say?
You're not much search, signs, paint, all that's being bought up right now. Like masters, all this stuff, like cameras, like there's a lot of stuff going on. Like even listen, I'm gonna just give you my 2 cents on this. It's the same thing when Martin Luther King was around. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna be integrating. You know what I'm saying? Multiple babies and all this kind of going on, and you know, ain't nobody gonna get it. I just feel like this. We ain't gonna get nowhere. We ain't gonna get nowhere. I don't hear nobody talking about, you know, okay, look, okay, yeah. Matter of fact, if y'all want a change, here, we gonna show y'all how to do. We gonna give a class on economics. We gonna, you know what I'm saying? We gonna start our own little business, and we gonna get our own resources. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, without resources, how you gonna stay put? How you gonna stay up? You need resources. You can't just start a business and don't have resources. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you're still gonna what? Spend that dollar outside the community. You talk about black businesses, black banks, all this, but at the same time, we ain't talking about no pharmacies. We don't have what? We not making no diamonds. We not making gold. We're not making clothes. We what? Come on now, shoes. At the end of the day, y'all still gonna spend money outside the family. Until you talk about resources, then we could talk business.
Right.
Because everything leads to that.
So everybody's so there's all these donations. There's a lot of links up that I've seen though that is actually donating to.
Don't get it twisted though. Like listen. I love what they're doing. They're helping us, but at the same time, somebody got to stand up and look what's really going on. We doing the same thing our people did, and they ain't getting nowhere. Once they're gonna find a way to die this down, a distraction, and then guess what? It's gonna go right under the rug. Like it been doing for
it's done. It has done that before. You know, to be honest, compared to back then to now, they're doing it much longer. I don't know if y'all heard. I think this was in Seattle, Washington, that they had two women were on the bridge and they were like with a lot of people, like maybe 1 a.m, they were protesting. And a car, I think it was a white Jaguar. It literally barreled through the crowd, hitting two women. Was it one of the videos I think that we shared amongst each other? But they barreled into two women, and one of the women actually died from her injuries. And I don't think it's safe to protest on an interstate. I get it; it makes the biggest point. But what I'm trying to say really is that it's been going on for some time. To me, in the protesting, as far as the media, they've been protesting for quite some time. Like normally, you'll hear them protest and then eventually it'll die down, but it keeps moving.
The mainstream media is really perpetuating it. Like in a very, I want to say in a very evil way. I mean, I'm just going to say it, So it's like they're just putting out all those words of energy, and it just keeps fueling people into violence instead of actually taking action. You know what I'm saying? Because I just heard something today and I was just like, really, and just the way it was being stated, like I can't breathe, I can't breathe, I can't breathe, like that hashtag, like I think the reporter must have sent it like 10 times. And I'm like, how many times can you say it with such contempt? And I know what you're trying to do. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I get it. The killings and the police brutality is just not cool. And racism is not cool. But it's been over a month now. And I feel like they're just letting it linger so hard. Yeah. I feel like they're trying to create distractions so that, and one of y'all just already said that before.
Well,
they're creating distractions so that we don't really know what's going on. What else is really going on?
Right.
Well, this really what it is too. They gotta keep on moving. For one, for the election, but two, I mean,
of course,
I had the second one, but damn, I got I had the second. It was the campaign, and then it was another thing. As a matter of fact, there's just a lot of distraction going on with that Black Lives Movement because I heard something that. It was something else. Some else groups starting their own group. You know what I'm saying? Outside of the Black Lives Movement. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I say it's going back to.
Are you talking about a new group?
I hope not.
Yeah,
or a group that's already existing.
Yeah.
Bando. A group that's already existing.
Yeah.
Are you talking about? Are you talking about their racist or anti-racist or trying to be or supposedly anti-racist?
Yeah.
Bando.
Wait, say it again.
I'm asking him if they're anti-racist or supposedly anti-racist.
I think he froze. Damn, Bando.
That's enough with y'all. I ain't froze.
That was so good. Oh my gosh, you call us again. Oh my god,
that's so wrong. All right,
you're really good at that.
That's so wrong.
Oh my goodness. Oh, you definitely know where to slap it from another way.
Answer the damn question. Shit. He was froze. Yeah.
That's funny. I love it.
Answer the question, because that was a good question.
Answer the question. I want to know what your take is on it, because this is a dialogue.
On what? What you talking about? The pro-racist
Well,
thing?
you were talking about how you were saying there's a group forming. Are you talking about a new group, or are you talking about a group that's already existing?
I'm gonna just be more blunt and maybe more general what I'm saying. I'm gonna just say there's a lot of in between the Black Lives community. There's a lot of other speculation with other like the women movement and all that going on. And that's the violence, the separation of the making whatever that's powerful. They needed to stick to one thing. Don't worry about all this other shit going on. You can deal with that shit later. You know what I'm saying? That's why a person like me never go in March, because why? I'm paying attention to the same history and having since Martin King was doing it. The women would separate themselves from the march to to women's rights. You know what I'm saying? Which I understand. The women's want their piece of the pie, but we have to understand something, and we got to stay focused on this first, because if you keep on being divided and go fight for something else, then guess what? You will never get what you want. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna give you half. And they gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just gotta stick together, man. Just don't be all over the place. We gotta know what we asking for. Don't just be like, oh, I want this. They don't respect us till we need minimum wage, this and that, da, da, da. Man, look. Give us our resources. You know what I'm saying? Give us the resources and we're gonna flip it. You know what I'm saying? Give us resources. And that's how we get money.
Bando president.
I know. My son said Bando president 2020. You're going to run alongside Kanye West. He's like, Bando for 2020. What's your slogan? What's your slogan? Yes, Lord.
Yeah. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, Lord for 2020.
Yes, Lord. 2020. That's real though. Like, give us the resources. You know what I'm saying? Give us our resources, and guess what? You give us the way to grow the factory. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, prime example. Do a black person have a car on the road running? Do we have a car?
You mean like a company?
Do we have a car? Do we have a car, period, on the road?
A car? Like a room?
Yeah.
I mean, like, do we own a manufacturing company? Like, is it a black owner that owns Ford or something like that? No.
Yeah.
Wait, who? Zeus? Who?
Zooks, Z-O-O-X.
Z-O-O-X?
It's a black lady. Zooks is an American autonomous vehicle company currently headquartered in Foster City, California.
He said it's Zooks. It's a black lady. It's headed in Foster. Foster City, California.
Listen.
But we don't know about that though. Anybody heard of Zooks?
That's what I'm saying.
Z-O-O-K-S is a car.
Speeds toward 1.2 is a self-driving car.
Oh, it's a self-driving car called Zooks. Z-O-O-K-S. And it's
Z-O-O-X.
Z-O-O-X. I'm sorry. Z-O-O-X.
And it's a black CEO?
Yeah.
Nice.
She's the founder, like she's the owner.
She's the CEO.
Oh,
she's the founder, but she's the CEO.
Oh, well, she's the CEO. We talking about you talking about someone that owns it, right, Bando?
I mean, she owns the shit.
Yeah. We need the owner. So when we go buy the car, okay, we can say, okay, we're supporting black factories, black business. You know what I'm saying? And that's resources. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about. Like we don't have a vehicle that's on the road that we can say is ours. You know what I'm saying? We got everybody in the world have a vehicle on the road. You know what I'm saying?
On her current position, even though Amazon bought it.
He said her name is Achia Evans.
AICH.
And he just told me Amazon bought it.
Yeah. So
but Amazon bought the company, but she's still the CEO.
Yeah, of that company.
Of the company.
Mm-hmm.
So
Amazon's acquisition for robo-taxi startup Zoops.
Yeah, robo-taxi.
Robo-taxi.
It's an autonomous taxi. So it'll bring you from Uber.
That's a whole nother topic for another show because it's like I'm curious. It's an
so she's autonomous. A black woman. So she's a black woman, and she got bought out by a white man.
Amazon. Hey.
Bro, she's still getting money.
But I mean, she's still getting money. But I guess if we buy it, so if we were to buy or invest in the company,
but now she's just getting a share. She doesn't own it, correct?
She doesn't get the entire.
That's true.
She was the.
But I guess Vando's point was a company like, for example, Ford. You know what I'm saying? They run their own. It's white owned. You know.
Man, listen. We don't have.
Why did she sell it?
Do you know why she sold it? Did they say? I'm sure she got a great deal. It's Amazon. It was $1.2 billion. I have 1.2 billion reasons why I sold.
It's time for our last discussion.
All right, y'all heard Alexa. She said it's time for our last discussion. So, with that being said, we're gonna go into C'est la vie.
Let's do it.
It's for real.
All right, everyone.
All right, Faye, we ready.
All right. So welcome back to another segment of C'est la vie, which means this is life. I am Faye Gaia. And today we're going to talk a little bit about immune support during this time of the COVID-19 craze. So some really basic things that everyone could benefit from, and I do them myself. And these are not too, they're pretty well known. We probably don't get enough of it because they're in the alphabet supplements. So we've got the B's, and we've got the C's, the D, and some Z for zinc. Actually, it's just zinc.
Really?
So
I only use the B's and the C's. So B12 and calcium.
So you do B12 and calcium?
Yep, and vitamin D, which is in, I think it's
vitamin D.
Yeah, I can get that in. Like I have a little calcium chews that has vitamin D in it. If I'm saying
right. So you're taking all that already.
Right, I am.
Yeah, right. And so, so B complex. So you just take a B12.
Right. Should I take a complex?
For energy. For energy. Yeah. Yeah, it would. Yeah, the B12 is or B complex would be really good. Just because you've got the B1, the B6, and I believe B5 as well. And basically, I don't know if how it helps you, but it boosts my my energy and like my brain function. And it's also good for like anti-stress.
Really?
So I know you and me drink coffee already, Monique.
I know. I do. I drink coffee. So I take the B12 because like I had gastric bypass, right? So I can't take the like a pill normally. So I have to take it sublingual, which is under the tongue, or I have to do the shots. And I tried to do the shots, but I would never, it didn't work. Once I saw the needle, I just couldn't push it in. So I told my doctor, at least you know I never do drugs. Because I mean, I kid you not. It was a mind blocking thing. I couldn't push it in. So I was like, this is not going to work. I got to do something else. So they gave me the sublingual so I could do it over the counter. But during pregnancy, I had to take the B12 drops like it was in the nose. Because that was like the only way that my body would absorb it. Because I couldn't just regularly like swallow a pill because of gastric bypass. I don't know. That was just weird. But that's what they told me.
I've seen the B12s come in like little tiny dots in like a container. Really? And you buy it from the store. And then you basically put it under your tongue.
That's what I have. Yep. They're tiny. Yeah, and they're
because
pink.
That's how it assimilates that way. It doesn't respond very well going through the tummy. So it assimilates it needs to assimilate directly into your bloodstream.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so that's what I do under the tongue. And then I take those calcium chews. I really have to find a better supplement. Like I didn't like the women's, I know I'm probably going off, but I didn't like the women's 1-a-day supplements.
You like that or you don't?
I didn't. For some reason, it just feels like it made me bloated. And like, cause that was the only thing I did. And it's like, I gained.
What brand was it?
Was it, it was women's 1-a-day. Yeah, that's the label. That's the brand.
Okay.
Women's 1-a-day. So maybe it's the wrong one. I do a probiotic. And I do, my OB told me to do one that's a probiotic for women.
Yeah.
It's something. She opened that cabinet and give me that bottle. It's something in it, but she said make sure. I know, right? She said make sure it says that it's for women. She said it helps, with vaginal health.
Yes, of course.
It's right there. It said probiotic.
Well, and probiotics are good for everyone.
And then go in the other cabinet on that side. You'll see the one for women. Probiotics is very good. I actually slept
for
on
everybody.
it. But it helps your digestive system. And I'm telling you, it actually is a good thing. And even it's right there. You see it's right in front of you. It says women's probiotic.
Yeah, it promotes good flora. So.
Yeah. So this one this is Nature's Bounty. It's a probiotic. But then she told me do a women's probiotic. I don't know if the light shows.
Gotcha. Wait. Oh no, your vitamin though. What you had another bottle?
Oh, this was the same. It was another probiotic, but I bought this one first, and it was just for digestive health. So this was just a regular probiotic, and when I talked to my OB, she told me to get one that says it's strictly for women, and this one has cranberry in it, so it helps with, it improves digestive regularity. It supports the immune system, and it promotes vaginal and urinary health.
Yes.
So when she told me I should take that, then I made sure I went, and I believe I bought this off of Amazon. Amazon been getting all my money lately. I'm so sorry. But and this is pretty good.
They love me.
But I like this. And I've been talking to my best friend. I'm about to buy a tea. I don't know it yet, but I'm gonna share it so we can talk about it. But I'm about to start doing a detox tea that's like really good that you can take daily, and it actually it also helps with weight loss and just digestive health and stuff as well.
Well,
So, but you mentioned other vitamins. You said
yeah, there's no doubt that some of these things that I'm mentioning that people aren't taking already. But for those who aren't, it's super important, and these are just like the basics, basically. So, but yeah,
Bando.
Bando.
Say Bando. Thank you. With all them dang on trucks. He must be going to his truck. So what does zinc do? I hear a lot of people talking about zinc. I've never used it. I hear the fish oil or something too. Like, what is that?
You can get it in like beans, seafood, and like red meat. Okay. It's good for your immune system, and it also like help with oxidative stress. So if your body gets out of balance with that, then it basically produces pathogens, which is what gets us sick. So yeah, and also it helps with like inflammation, especially with like certain proteins. So even though I think you could get zinc from red meat as well, but somehow like because it's already the zinc is in the meat, there is a natural neutralization that happens. So like meat is good for you to eat, but like for me, I will speak for myself. I'm not a vegan. I'm not on any kind of diet, but I do not eat meat that much, and I eat meat when I need to. I can't eat meat more than, oh my God, I can't eat meat every day. I can't eat meat every week. If I do, my body starts to feel really weird. So, but I do feel that I need it when I eat it. So, yeah. And apparently, I've also read that it helps with collagen synthesis. So it actually helps your wounds, any wounds that you have, to heal more quickly.
Oh,
so
really?
I thought that was really interesting too. Yeah. There's all kinds of stuff you can find online for it pretty much, but I'm pretty, this is just a reminder to, for anyone that is not taking it or not taking enough of it. These are some of just the basic stuff that really, it rocks, and we need those things to stay immune to everything that's around us. It's so funny when doctors talk about, vitamin C is not going to help you with this COVID thing and all that stuff. I mean, I if you're talking about directly, it's probably not going to help it, like that being the only thing. But it's like taking care of yourself and taking care of your health and what you eat and taking your supplements is cumulative. So you're helping yourself on a consistent basis so that you can fend shit off, basically. You know what I'm saying? And then for me, I'm just going to mention it because we were talking about it, Monique. I actually take food grade hydrogen peroxide.
That's what it was. I couldn't think of it.
So, I think that there's, some people have heard of it, some people haven't. They're like, what? And then some people are like, yes, I love that. The one I take is food grade, and it's 35%. hydrogen peroxide. So, and it is diluted, but I get it from the store, so it's already made, and I do basically like 10 drops every morning. And I mean, this stuff, if you just get like a drop of it on your skin, it kills.
Really?
It sizzles on your skin. Haven't you ever gotten hydrogen peroxide? Just regular hydrogen peroxide,
Yes,
right?
I have.
And so like if you splash some of it on your skin accidentally,
Right.
it sizzles, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or it like helps your wound. It's like an antibacterial thing. So it helps. So it's pretty. It kind of, just imagine that like working the same way to for your body when it's in there. Because I'll tell you one thing. I was holding my son real close. He got sick. This was last December because we were with some family, and when we came back, he came down with what his cousin had, and she was on the tail end of it, so she was still kind of contagious, pretty much. And so I knew it when he just did this little weird moan, and I was like, oh no, and your mama, you just know right away. You're like, what does that sound like? Because he rarely gets sick. I mean, I nursed him, just to make sure he's got all that happening for himself. And so, but he did get sick, and I didn't want to get it. And I remember I was holding him really close to me, and like he was breathing on me, and I could almost feel it. I was feeling it like entering into like my nasal passages, and I was like, oh my God, like no way. So I put him down. I went to the kitchen because you have to refrigerate the stuff. You have to keep it in the fridge. That's as far as I know. People say different things, but I like to keep it in the fridge. I took like 5 drops of that thing.
Look forward to the show on next Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. What's new in your world?
I know, it's 7:30.
Alexa, out.
Our technical difficulties. We're going overboard. So anyway, so I took yeah, that's it. Apparently, according to her,
Alexa said, look, she said Alexa out.
Where have you been, Bando?
Sorry, I don't know that, but I do have a skill you might like.
No
It's
thanks.
called repeat after me. Want to try it?
No.
Hey, ask Alexa who her husband is.
Alexa, who's your husband?
I'm happily single. Thanks for asking.
Wow.
To learn more about me, try asking what my favorite book is.
Really?
Look,
so
Alexa, self-destruct.
I'll start the self-destruct sequence, but only on the understanding that you dramatically cancel it at the last second.
My son did that to me, and I was like, wait, like, what do you mean? Like, what's about to happen? It's about to go down. Oh, man, but we've reached our hour. You have anything additional, Faye? I don't want to cut you off.
Oh no, I mean, I was just trying to trying to express an example of how it works. That trying to prove a point that it really did work. That I could feel it, like it killed it. Like I took 5 drops of the hydrogen peroxide, and immediately whatever was trying to enter my nasal passages, because I was like really close to my son, I could feel it disintegrating. Like
that's crazy.
Like
that's food grade, y'all. It's food grade hydrogen peroxide, not the normal kind that you put on your wounds. Make sure it's food grade. We just said it was 30% food grade.
35%. So specifically, it's 35% food grade hydrogen peroxide.
That's what it is. Don't y'all be trying to take no regular hydrogen peroxide and be like, I already know what's new in your world.
You can gargle with that in your mouth, but don't take that in. Don't drink that stuff because that's gonna be like damage. So.
Oh my gosh! Don't do it
right now. Hey, not that one. The one we're talking about.
Don't do it. Oh man.
Yeah. So anyway, so that was pretty basic. I just wanted to start with the most simple things as far as like vitamins. So, because we gotta take our vitamins every day, and so those are the ones that really the C, D, and zinc actually. But B is because B helps with your stress levels. It should anyway, unless you're overly stressed. But it's the B complex is supposed to help with your stress levels because stress can compromise your immune system, and so that's why I had included that in there with the other ones. Eat your fruits and vegetables, y'all. Instead of eating the packaged foods, you know what I mean? Packaged food actually costs more than your produce. Seriously, it gets me every single time. Like when I go to the store, and I'm like, I buy like my healthy packaged stuff, snacks or whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Even like my grass-fed, beef sausages, you know what I'm saying? Grass-fed, y'all. It costs more than me buying a bunch of produce. If I just buy like a bunch of produce, fruits and vegetables, oh my goodness. I mean, I see the difference immediately on my receipt. So, eating more salad is always good. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's a good time to do it. It's summertime. So, good time to do it. I know I like hearty stuff when winter comes around. So, there's a really nice website I like. It's called All Recipes. Have you heard of it?
Yep.
Have you? Yeah, I love that one. Don't you love that one? It's got all kinds of stuff on there.
It actually does. Yeah, it does.
Yeah. And Bando. Look at him, vacant.
I don't know. I know. Wait, abort? What is that? Look like I see trucks and stuff. Well, you know what, guys? This is a good way since Bando abandoned the dang on show. This was a great show. Thanks, Faye, for the C'est La Vie and giving us some tips. Yeah. We'll always have some tips on a healthy way of living and different ways to try different foods. I think this is an awesome segment of our show. But we've been on for an hour. We've been chopping it up. We talked about a lot. Black Lives Matter, Kanye West running for president, and of course, C'est La Vie. As far as the healthy options that we can choose at this time, especially with everything going on where your immune system is important. And of course, Vandal comes in when we're wrapping up the show with his Cane's cup.
I wanted to share another maybe you'd heard of it. It's called Brand. It's a site called it's actually more like a blog, but it's called Brand New Vegan. And no, you don't have to be vegan. That's not what it's about. It's about trying like all vegetable fare, no meat, no dairy, basically, and just getting out of your comfort zone if that's something that you can do. I don't know that there's any like I think it's not gluten free, but if you need to cut out some dairy or meat because you're having too much of it, and too much dairy too can really cause some immune system issues. It does for me anyway, just because it's like it causes a lot of mucus, which can attract more bacteria in the body. And so Bando, there's this because I know you're like pretty much pescatarian, but maybe you'd find this this one handy. It's called Brand New Vegan, brandnewvegan.com.
I can get up? Go
He's
back
talking
to the truck.
somebody.
Hold on. I might go back to my truck right there.
Oh my goodness.
We'll tell them later, Faye. We're going to go ahead
Real time.
we're going to wrap up the show.
Oh, you won't. You broke.
He's like, don't wrap up without me.
Yeah, come.
Leave it up to Bando to make the show even more exciting.
Yeah, what y'all talking about? What y'all say? I heard y'all say something about the vegan and meat and eating all that. What's up?
Why he putting his ear to the phone?
That's called headphones. Ear, phone, headphones.
He said headphones. You stupid. Oh man.
Don't leave me. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. Don't leave me.
Oh my goodness. You're so silly.
I said, we're wrapping up the show, Bando. We're wrapping up the show on a good note. My Tesla stock has gone up dramatically. If I was to sell my share, I would actually make $1,300.
I want to cut because I put you on.
No, he wants a cut. No, my Starbucks share, I have 2 shares. We're doing okay. My two little bitty shares. But my Tesla stock is skyrocketed.
Elon doing the big.
I'm proud of Elon. Thank you. I needed to crash again so I can invest some more money because it's too high right now. It's literally $13 a share. So
you know what, though?
I profit nice.
Due to all our retrograde and all that crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? I
like that. I like that. Metrograde. That's what I'm going to call it from now on.
Yeah.
Because it's too long. I mean, love you, Mercury, but
I'm just saying that we're doing a good job. That we're doing a good job. We did a good job. Say we did. We have a good share and this and there. You know what I'm saying?
You been drinking?
But
you've been drinking some of this? I mean, I can see why my little eyes a little buzzed because I don't drink much, bro. What you talking about? What you talking about? But it's the end of the show, so I know you have your special wrap up of the show, and we want to let you close the show out.
All right, man. Y'all be good. Y'all be safe. I want to let y'all know, man. Make sure y'all call y'all people. You let your loved ones know, the people that you never talked to in a very long time that you always thought about in your mind. Let them know, look, hey, bro, look, you call them, you let them know you love them. You're thinking about them, caring for them. You don't want to get that phone call and be like, hey, what you call such and such passed away. And you're going to be like, damn, you lying. Like, look, call the one you love. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know you're going to get that call. So don't never be like, you know what, you're too busy to talk to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Call that person. I challenge everybody who watching this video, make sure you call. Oh, it's important. Just because you got hate in your heart for your grandma, your mom, or your brother, your sister, don't be pouring all your tears on the casket because you like, I should have called you. No, do it now. Do it now. Please do it now. Because I had that feeling. And I wish the person that was here for me stay here to this day. I could tell them a lot of words I want to tell them, which is my father, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just passing that message on to everybody, take it serious. You never know you're going to get that phone call and your loved one's going to be like, they don't. You can't tell them you love them, you saw them. So,
that's right. Tell them no. So, on that note, we are out. You're watching What's New in Your World. This is our second podcast, episode number 2. You'll catch us next Wednesday, same place, same time, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. No Mercury retrograde. We're going to start on time because we're not going to have any technical difficulties. I guarantee you that. All right, guys. It's a wrap for the show. Y'all, thank you guys for tuning in.
WNLIW, everyone.
All right. Love you guys.
All right, much love and peace.